Hey, my YouTubelies, I am out on my back patio right here. I had a gnat infestation in the house because of this. These are the mealworms that I feed to, if you can see them there, the gecko inside. So I have successfully bred many, and I am just taking like the babies. And literally, that's what she'll eat right now. She went on a hunger strike for like 3 months, and this is a leopard gecko I'm talking about. I'll show you in a second. I'm just basically, this container is going to go inside the house. That's squash. They eat it and they also get their hydration from that. And I've got some baby carrots in here that are getting dried out. Sorry about the snorting in the back. That would be my Frenchie. Louie, hey, excuse me, sir. Shh. Yeah, you. Noisiest dog I've ever owned. Anyway, so I basically have gotten very successful, as you can see, breeding mealworms, superworms, whatever you want to call them. Same thing, people. They're just the big ones. I do have some big ones in here, like this one right here. That's a big boy. My phone won't focus closer, sorry, but anyway, I'm keeping the big ones because they will turn into darkling beetles. What I'm doing right now is basically grabbing the itty bitty ones, which I have very long tweezers that I got at the store. And it is not even easy to grab these guys. They don't, I heard they bite, but get off. I haven't been bitten, but I just don't want a bunch of creepy crawly worms on me. So I'm taking the little ones, putting them in this bin, which is inside the house. This one is outside because the substrate, which is oatmeal and bran meal, all mixed and ground up in a food processor, it basically has turned to almost soil. So these little guys are the ones that Scalia, which my son named her, will eat. This out here was infested with gnats. And when I tell you millions, I mean millions. So I'm just grabbing these guys to put inside, the small ones. The big ones I'm allowing to grow until they get into their cocoon state. Let go of the tweezers, little guy. My guy. Hey, look at this. Look. Get off the tweezers, sir. Anyway, I'm not really feeding citrus, because I have found it attracts the gnats. Florida is Bugville, if you have never been here. So these guys are living happy and large in here. Let me see if I can get a little closer. You can see them. You see how many are in here. There's probably about 800 or so. I'm just allowing them to do their thing. And the bigger ones I'm allowing to grow into darkling beetles, which I'll show you in just a second. Can you please, stop being a nuisance right now? My dog is just out of control. Anyway, I ran into a problem, you guys. I'm walking you so you can't see me, but I ran into a problem because my leopard gecko, who is hiding at the moment, decided she did not want to eat for the last 3 months. So she is very skinny. She's a juvenile, and her tail lost all of its fat. There she is. Hi, Scalia, you skinny little sucker. Anyway, I am very, very, very happy that she is, move, mama, eating these baby mealworms. She was not eating the adult ones. She wanted no parts of it. She used to eat the really big ones, full size, but I guess at some point she got, you get to look at me now. She got to a point where she didn't want to eat at all. So she has lost all of the fat in her tail, which is where geckos clearly store their fat. And she also lost a lot of weight. She is a juvenile. We got her last October. So we've had her like 6 months. Bought her as a little baby. She's got beautiful colors on her. She is like purple and green on her head, and then Hi, Mama. Are you going to bite me today? Sometimes she'll scream when we mess with her, but for the most part, she's pretty chill. Anyway, that's her cool hide over there. Her hot side over here is with this heating pad, if you guys can see this. It's a long heating pad on one side. This is a 10-gallon tank. I do have a 33 long that I'm going to move her to. And I did promise I would show you the darkling beetles. This is where I used to, this little habitat, I put these on to make it dark. This is where I used to keep the superworms, but because she didn't eat them for so many months, they all got huge. And that's why I had to change around the pattern. This is my best friend because it's Florida. We have bugs. This is in the fabric department. I would call it tulle, Tulle, but it is basically a very fine mesh, like super fine mesh, like not netting that gnats cannot get through, because I had a gnat problem for a while. So they love banana peels, but I'm not doing that just to cut down on the gnats. Now, if you guys look right here, these are the darkling beetles. This is what the superworms turn into. These guys are super chill, but they do like to be in the dark, so I'm disrupting them right now. But they are the parents. I have 6 of them in here. There's probably some on the bottom. There they are. I have 6 of them in here that are actually the parents of all of those like 1,000 worms I have over there. I started out with a layered container so the eggs would drop through that fine mesh. Do you know that these jokers and the worms, they ate through the mesh? So, yeah, we're skipping the mesh from now on. But anyway, I highly recommend, if you're doing crickets, the organic cubes from Flukers. They're orange cubes. It gives the crickets both their hydration and their food. These guys also will eat it, the beetles. They pretty much eat any vegetable. So I throw apple cores in there, banana peels. The netting has cut back on the gnats. Moving that other container out has cut back on the gnats. And across the room, the Zevo insect killer. We just set this one up yesterday. So this one doesn't have a lot in it, but let me show you the other one. Move. Sorry, Frenchie in the way. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see how many bugs that is? That is literally in 1 week. Because unfortunately, a lot of the foods, the banana peels, tomatoes, what else have I done? Apple cores, they all attract gnats. And in Florida, I had an infestation. That's why the main bin with all the big worms is outside on my patio, because we could not get rid of the gnats. But anyway, just thought I would make a quick reptile video and share with you guys. Miss Scalia. Hello. She actually is gaining some weight back, so I'm very happy. And it was simply, I even gave her waxworms, y'all, and she wouldn't eat those. Just came down to a simple matter of very, very small baby, smaller than the pet store. Baby, mealworm, superworm, whatever you want to call them. Because she ate those jokers like quick. So they're very, very, very small. And that's why I'm going to keep this bin. Sorry, I keep changing angles on you guys. This bin stays in here on top of this very expensive old studio speaker system thing from Germany. But basically, I just wrap the mesh over the top, and that has been enough to keep the gnats out. So we are net free. But these guys, they tend to hide underneath whatever food there is. So there you go. Yeah, they're in a bright spot. I can't help that. I have nowhere else to put them. But yeah, breed your own mealworms, superworms. For that mixture, I basically have the generic oats, like oatmeal, quick oats. I found this bag in my pantry from 6 years ago. Yeah, I can use that for them. Oatmeal cookie mix. But basically, I have mixed bran cereal, plain bran flakes, generic. Don't spend no money on the expensive frosted with no, plain generic flakes at Walmart. It's like $2 and something a box. I ground all of those up in a little teeny food processor I have that costs less than 20 bucks. If you got a bigger one, whoo, you cooking with grease. Because mine is this one right here, and it is tiny, but it does have a high and a low setting. So I basically just ground up the oatmeal. Kitchen problems. I ground up the oatmeal, the bran flakes, and some Triscuit crackers, like Triscuits, but generic Triscuits. They were old and stale. That gave them the wheat. So I shredded all that junk in that processor, mixed it all together in a big bowl, put it in a container over here, and that is not only their substrate, but also their food. I do have a couple guys over here that are on the side. Let's see if I can show you guys. These are, sorry guys, this is what it looks like when they are in their phase between becoming a beetle from a superworm. He's all cocooned up in there, or she. And I have another one as well that I believe, sorry guys, I'm trying to open this one with my hand. I won't say I used my teeth just now. This is a superworm. It is alive, but if you guys, let me get in the sun. If you guys see, it really doesn't want to move much. It basically looks like it's dead. Normally they curl up in a little shape. There you go, guy. It's alive, but when they're sluggish like this and really slow and not moving much, they're going to curl up and become that other one I just showed you before that is the cocoon form over here. And then you will get darkling. Sorry, I keep clicking the phone off. And I do not have pet stores very close to me. They're at least 30, 45 to an hour minutes away. So I chose to breed them myself. And these guys are very easy. So you see the substrate I told you about down here. They'll lay their eggs in there. And then there will be little baby, teeny tiny little worms. And then they get bigger. And as long as you feed the parents enough, mine anyway, did not eat any of the babies. And I just transfer them to here. So that is their squash. And this green stuff is Missouri powder. That is for crickets, feeder insects, and also the worms. Now, this little bag cost me 14 bucks, but we're only using like literally 1 teaspoon at a time, a tiny amount. And this loads their gut with all the protein and all the vitamins and minerals and everything you need. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't see because I'm blind, but it has everything in it. So I just sprinkle a little bit of that on my vegetables. Sometimes I slice up potatoes, carrots. They dry out pretty quick on the carrots. This is the first time I've done squash, but they love it. And the gnats, they don't. So that's why I'm avoiding citrus and I'm avoiding fruits. But yes, they love an apple core, y'all. Anyway, I've enough. So I will see you guys on the next one. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.